How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another Red Dead Online video. My name is SaintsFan, and it's finally happening. The first big update of the game's existence is finally happening. It only took them like 3.5 months, but the Red Dead Online beta update is coming February 26th. So we have 2 weeks until this releases. They said the next set of updates and new features is set to be added to the Red Dead Online beta on February 26th as we implement many new improvements and enhancements to the game's open world, including a new law and bounty system, weapons balancing, changes to player blips on the minimap, and more. They also say stay tuned for next week when they give us some more info on what's coming, so I'll be sure to let you guys know when that comes out. But the first part, player visibility. As part of their response from the community, they've made some changes to the way player blips will appear on the map. They're reducing the visibility of blips over long distances. Your map position won't display to others unless you're nearby within 150 meters. And if you're slightly further away, you will only appear when firing your weapon, where players in other towns or regions, for example, won't be visible. So this does prevent players from being repeatedly targeted across the map at long distances. They're also introducing a new system that highlights overly aggressive players. So if your style of play becomes more hostile, your map position and the position of your posse members will become more visible to other players with a progressively darkening dot that incrementally shifts from blue to dark red, kind of like how we have in GTA Online. Your visibility of this increases through bad deeds such as attacking and killing other players or their horses outside of a structured mode, free roam mission, event, or competition. And the shorter time between bad acts, the more your visibility increases. Shift back more to the righteous path and your visibility will fade over time. And then they're also introducing a posse-wide parlay and improving feuds. So you'll soon be able to initiate parlay that applies to your attacker's entire posse. So that's the passive mode. If you forgot, in Red Dead Online, you can now have that entire posse be passive moded to you, if that makes any sense. Alternatively, you could also just challenge the other opponent and their posse with a feud. One of the cooler features is the bounty hunters and law balancing that they're bringing. At the same time, players who have attacked or who have racked up high bounties will have a chance to be beset by NPC bounty hunters who will attempt to kill them and collect their reward. Criminal behavior will have bounty values and honor consequences that scale based on the severity of the crime. For example, get another player can incur a higher bounty, while assaulting townsfolk or animal cruelty could give you a lesser bounty if the crime is reported, while lower level crimes like looting and ransacking will only decrease your honor. And if your bounty exceeds a certain threshold and bounty hunters take notice, you will be wanted dead and alerted to their pursuit. The higher your bounty, the greater your value, and the more difficult the pursuit becomes for you and your posse. So that sounds kind of cool, but it still doesn't say if we as the players could become bounty hunters. That was something I was hoping for, but I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see. And then they're also adding daily challenges, so kind of like how they've done in GTA Online. They have some challenges to take on across the Red Dead Online beta. And obviously, you know, completing these challenges will net you some rewards and bonuses and stuff, but those will just be some little minor things probably. And then the last thing they talked about was some fixes they have planned to implement. So they're going to be rebalancing things like the varmint rifle. Voice chat will be reduced to work at closer proximity. They do plan on making it so where your pelts will stay persistent after dying. But next week is when they will, I guess, go more into detail on some of this stuff. Maybe we'll finally get a trailer for the online version of the game, and maybe there'll actually be some content updates rather than just some fixes, because a lot of these mainly seem like fixes to the game, which, look, I guess it's all good, but I think a lot of us do want some new content added to the game. It is interesting though that this news is coming out on a Tuesday, and GTA Online's event weeks have now switched to Thursday, because this Thursday we're going to be receiving the final drip feed car, I believe, and the 26th, when they say this next update is coming to Red Dead Online, is also on a Tuesday. So it does appear that Red Dead Online's event weeks or DLCs are going to be happening on Tuesdays rather than Thursdays, and then now GTA Online stuff is going to be switching to Thursday. But that's going to do it for this video. Hopefully this maybe cleared up some questions you had about Red Dead Online. Let me know in the comment section, does any of this stuff interest you, or are you just not going to come back to Red Dead Online until there's some new content? Thank you all for watching. Please drop it a like if you did enjoy. Subscribe for more Red Dead Online content in the future whenever things come out for it. But as always, I will see you guys in the next one.